Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good moment of now. Just Ria here hopping on to deliver a power of three message this morning. So just fountain guided to just stop and do a power of three where we bring all three aspects of ourself. They present into our awareness to help bring further alignment to our heart, our own individual heart, divine frequency, soul's journey, soul's purpose, all of that. So just thought I would hop on and deliver a collective message if anyone pops on. If anyone pops on, maybe I'll do some personals as well. So I could put that in the comments while I'm waiting for people, just in case anyone wants to get a personal. All right, I'll stick that in the chat. Hold on, here's the comments. All right, guys. Just give it a second, see if anyone wants to hop on. What I'll do is I'll shuffle the cards in the meantime to see what card's going to pop out for today's message. All right. Just waiting for some people pop on before I begin. Just going to shuffle the cards in the meantime. I'm doing a power of three collective message, bringing forth a message from our mind, our body, and the spirit, connecting the two together. All right. If no one hops on, I'll just do a collective message. All right, so I rung the bells before I already came on, the clear, and the energy sounded really strong and clear. And I heard the word assertive. So what's being called for us in this moment of now is being assertive. And I know that the full moon energy is going on, and I received a message. So I assume this is right, that the full moon is in Leo. And it said about being strong and not allowing the distractions that will give us an instant gratification, but to stay strong and focus on that which is truly in our heart and what we really desire. And when I rung the bell, it was assertion. So being assertive, taking action, being strong in that which is aligned to your heart space, or that which you feel intuitively you're being guided to do. So being assertive was a huge message when I did the rings and was clearing the energy for today. So assertion in that which you're being called to do, act upon, embody. And assertive requires being courageous like a lion, being strong like a lion, being a leader like a lion. Sometimes a lion has to roar, so using your voice, speaking your truth, allowing your voice to be a manifesting tool. So claiming with your voice, speaking with your voice, your truth, or whatever it is you are claiming as your own, whatever self-empowerment you're stepping into, using your voice and exclaiming it. So not being afraid to use your voice. And what does a lion do? It roars to protect its pride. So not being afraid to roar in order to defend your own self, your own properties, like your own emotional, mental, and physical, or family. So using your voice and self-protection as well, meaning healthy boundaries, preserving your truth, standing strong in your truth. So they're just wanting you to embody that lion. Just imagine right now they're saying you are a lion. You're at the top of a mountain. You're almost like at a cliff looking down into the valley. They're showing me kind of like on Lion's King and Simba and Mafusa. Is that Simba's dad? And in Nala, how they sat on a cliff overlooking everything. So they want you to be that leader, to be that overseer, to be assertive and to be strong and be courageous for your heart, your soul's journey, what you came to do. There is a strong line of connection right now, with that higher self, with that leadership part, with that lion part of you. As you overlook the valley, it is as if the valley is all that you want to create here on earth. So standing high, high, high on that cliff and overlooking all that you want, overseeing all that you want by remaining strong in your heart and using your voice when called to and taking that leadership role, being strong and assertive is what Spirit is saying right now. So that's so cool. Hey, Lori, good to see you. Hey, Robin. All right, so please share out, guys, if you have it. And I'm delivering a Donnie, delivering a Power of Three message. So I've been doing my juicer, Robin, that you sent me. You messaged me, and I can't find natural herb turmeric, but I've been using the ginger and the lemon in huge concentrations. And holy crap, it's like it literally burns a hole in the roof of my mouth, that ginger, because it is so potent. And then I'm using the turmeric curcumin herbal supplements because for the part of the turmeric and the pepper. And I did get some cayenne, but anyway, so thank you for that. I was doing that already, but not such a concentrated level. That's what the juicer provides. It's like, down my whole throat. All right. So we'll take a nice deep breath in, guys. Please share out if you don't mind. If you shared out, I'll give you a quickie when we're done. And I will stick my PayPal up there if anybody wants to have a personal Power of Three as well. But we're doing a Power of Three donation, Power of Three collective. Quick conscious spirit if you've shared out and want an individual. But to begin, what we'll do is just our cross breath, guys. This represents us, our energy. We've come down to merge with our physical body. So when you breathe in, it is our heart space, that heart portal that connects us, and it's the string between our spiritual self and our physical. It brings it all together. It brings that together. It guides us for what we're being called to be assertive, what we're being called to take action, what we're being called to embody in this moment of now, as Lori, as Donnie, as Robin, as Marie, as Ria. So it brings forth and acts as the string for what we're supposed to do now, or what we're embodying now as a unit. They're saying as a unit, the spirit is never separate from the physical, but it also takes into account all of those multi-dimensional selves, all of those timelines that you are feeding this moment of now, those gifts that you are activating, those energies that you are bringing forth through your physical moment of now, your focused awareness as Donnie, as Lori, as Robin on this timeline. So cool. And then we connect to that highest frequency available to us to receive those thoughts, guidance, reflections of that highest frequency available, that is resonant, that is useful, that is applicable to our journey in the here and now. So that's how past lives are applicable. Like, if you're just searching for past lives and they really have no meaning to you, well, even the fun in that can be applicable because that brings you to a greater joy frequency. And then those that you do tap into, it's because they are acting like a parallel life that are feeding you now. It can give you insight to, oh, I was a poet over here. No wonder I love to write. That can be a tool to aid me, an activity to aid me. So Spirit is saying, yeah, why don't you bring forth some timelines today that are aiding people, they're saying. I love doing that. They're like, bring in some information on that. And it's Eric's voice. He's like, being all Eric. And he's saying, yeah, why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? Bring some information in for them. So I'll do that after from the angels and ancestors. That one or the mystical oracle. So it's about bringing in and being aware of those energies, because then what you'll do is when you have that awareness, then you'll feed that energy even more. And that's so exciting when we feed that energy, like, oh, I was a musician. Oh, I took stage. Oh, no wonder I have a call to entertain or connect to large crowds. You know what I mean? So that's exciting. It just gives you that affirmation, and it will help to release any doubt that you might have had. So that's what those other timelines can do for us now. Or I was a teacher. Oh, no wonder I love to connect to children. Or I was a mom and had 12 kids. Oh, no wonder I have that pull to family, or I feel the need to teach, or whatever it is, way, shape, or form. So we'll just breathe in to that sun within us. So literally, we have the sun within us. It is a marriage of the spiritual part of us and the physical, and that is what a true marriage is. It is connecting to the God self and the physical self, and they merge and become one. Oh my God. So what they're saying, some of us need to know this message. So when they say that verse, what God has brought together, let no man tear apart. That is the marriage of your spiritual and your physical self, they're saying. It didn't mean to be taken literally as a couple in marriage, even though it can, but you're not bound to that throughout this journey. What you're bound to is the marriage of what your soul journey came to be, to express, to embody through that physical part, connecting with that spiritual part, connecting and being embodied with that physical. So I'm just using this for an example. Say Lori has a soul's purpose, and we will never be truly fulfilled until we're connected. We can call it the soul's journey, purpose, or the heart. They're one and the same. The heart contains that journey of the soul in the here and now, but the heart also contains all of the journeys that are helping and aiding this journey in the here and now. So what God has brought together, let no man tear apart. No man, no collective thought, belief, or outside paradigm is to interfere with what Lori came to express as that spiritual in the physical. Whatever that journey is, whatever that mission was, whatever that destiny is, you came to fulfill it. So when God says, again, he keeps wanting to reiterate, the God part in the heart is saying, let no man tear apart, take apart, or whatever, break apart what God has joined. And God is just the unification of yourself, that spiritual part with your physical being, to live it, to be that living God that I've been teaching a lot about, to be that living God, to honor that temple that you are, which means to honor that heart and soul's calling. It's like somebody who has been born in say a family of oil, say their big family business is oil, and say this person's born and they want to really break free, and they just want to be a teacher. They are not belittling that. They want to be a teacher. They don't want to be part of that big, I can't even think of the word, that big family heritage, inheritance, oil, not monger. What the hell's the word? Anyways, and then the family can get mad and say, hey, you're the last one in the family, you got to continue this business, but they choose to go and be a teacher. That is them marrying the physical with their spiritual part, their soul's calling. So don't let the voices of them steer you or break you away from what your soul, that God self, came to live. That's how Spirit's saying it. All right, so we'll breathe into that. Breathe deep into that heart space, guys. Nice big breath, a little deeper, and then try to take in just a little bit more air. So your stomach is exploded, but your chest is contracted, and exhale. So you guys is all light beings of God. Where you bring your focus awareness, you create, you grow. You know, where your focus goes, grows. So when you focus on that center, on your heart space, connecting to all that you are in this moment of now, all truly is available. And that's what you create. That's what you reflect. That's what you gain guidance from. So it only makes sense. You'd want to take that breath in and connect to that sun within to get on the fast track. They're saying, get on the fast track to that fulfillment, to that abundance. Yeah, all tracks, all paths will still lead you home. But wouldn't you rather take the quicker route? But the human, not always. It's fun. It's fun to meander on some of the other paths because you're still learning and gaining. But for those that want to take the fast track, breathe into your heart space now. Connect to who you are now within. All your answers are within. All your guidance is within. All right, guys. So let's see who we got here. Soothe it will. Soothe it will, some local honey. Oh yeah, and I do have some honey sometimes too. It's just part of Yeah, it's part of my ascension symptoms. It's part of me just opening up and receiving. Yeah, honey. Yeah. And my son Mythos, he always will like, I need honey, and he'll go more honey, because I give him honey, and it tastes good. And when he has a cough or a sore throat, I always give him honey. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I should put some honey in. I'm being stubborn. Thank you, Robin. I guess I try to like not. I try to have like the minimal amount of calories just first thing and just liquids. But that's good. That's good. And I know honey has so many healthy properties. All right, so soothing my religion. I mean, soothing my religion. Soothing, soothing with honey from losing my religion. The honey representing that essence from within that brings you to peace and calms and soothes you and brings you self-compassion and self-acceptance on what you're going through. So losing my religion is that human ego fighting with that spiritual part of us or that higher mind and getting the answer. All right, what do we need to hear? Shoo. And know that whatever paragraph comes forth, the example isn't verbatim, but the energy of whatever I'm relaying is for something for you to gain. And if not, well, maybe later. All right, because there is no time, right? Sometimes people plant seeds, and I can think of seeds that maybe something I heard and I dismiss it. Like, say when I was 20, if I read Think and Grow Rich or The Power of Positive Thinking and all of that kind of stuff, I would have said, no, I don't understand that. And now I understand that more. So it was a seed that was planted, just like sometimes these readings are seeds, energies that are planted for us to utilize in the divine timing, just to take it in, put it in our soil. And when it's nourished right, then it can, or you can use it to help others, understand. Sometimes when we help others, we're still helping ourselves, but the information isn't always for ourselves. They're saying we're like the middleman or the mediator. All right, what do we got to hear? What's going on here, Spirit? Yeah, I feel Eric and Jesus's energy here really strongly today. All right. Okay. So the beginning message for you guys watching now and later was when I first rung the bells, it was being assertive, being strong and courageous in your heart space. So this paragraph is talking about those times where other people are really pulling you out of it, making it about them or you worrying about how it's affecting others. So there's a huge trust, confidence, and being that lion, being that leader, speaking your truth, being strong in something within your heart, even though the outside world might not be reflecting that same energy. So this is the paragraph for today. It's a little one. And I always like to go to the page 83. So 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is walking through a doorway. To me, the 11 represents coming into our center, the center of the two, taking polarities or contrasting thoughts and meeting them in the middle, allowing them to come together. So your heart might say one thing, but then your mind says another. Like my heart says, oh, I really want to do that. But the mind says, oh, no, that's silly, or I won't be provided for in the physical, or that's going to upset this person or that person. It's about the middle, meaning stepping into that lion part of you, which is trusting, confident, courageous, even against opposing forces. And then you bring them together and they meet. Okay. So this is saying, this is not to say it was all easy. Of course, I was attacked by fear and self-doubt, but after the fact, but I still remained strong and trusted in God, my heart. In my heart wrenching, it was my heart wrenching to see my 6-year-old suffer and cry out, Mom, why did you have me? If you were gonna get divorced, I want to die. If that doesn't affect your decision as a mother, nothing will. So this is talking about when I decided to get divorced from my first 2 kids' father, and we were married for 13 years, and I was just trusting, and it's the whole thing where you come together and a happy couple grow together, but then sometimes you're meant just for that time period. And it was about me suffering with my son having a hard time with that, which he still does, and feeling the heart-wrenching effects of how your decisions can affect the people around you, but still having to go to that deeper place of trust. So some of you might be having to make some really, really big decisions, take a different path. But what it is, it's aligning to a deeper truth within you and knowing that we have gathered with friends or family or people in our jobs to have that experience so that all people grow and transmute limiting energies or thought forms at a deeper level, at a soul contract. It could be even as simple as somebody wanting to come out of the closet, like, and say they're brought up in a strictly Catholic, um, or any kind of religion, and being gay or same-sex marriage is against everything that they've ever been taught. Someone like in those positions or wearing those shoes will have to really have a lot of courage and strength to face the fear, to face the opposition, to face the criticism, because they have come to create their own path, their own way and their own experience, and to stand as an example for others, to hold that energy for others. So you guys are all master light blasters, and some of you have had to make some really tough decision to stand out as a master light blaster, which means allowing the darkness, confusion to actually empower them and then go strong, almost like you're carrying a torch for others to see, or or a lighthouse to connect to what their heart is calling them forth, even though it's breaking some walls to release what's inside. So the subtitle of my book is Breaking Down the Walls to Release What's Inside. So it's whatever those illusions, distortions, beliefs that are no longer serving you, to break free and to release that love within you and to go about living your journey. And is it easy? No, not always. It's probably not easy being the lion and the leader and the head of the tribe, pride, and fighting off any whatever intrusions and all of that. They gotta like act. So sometimes you have to attack not in a physical way, but attack as in using your voice. They're saying there's huge lion energy coming forth, and I know that the full moon is in Leo, and it's causing us to be strong and don't let the illusions of fake peace fool you. They're saying don't allow the illusions of fake peace to fool you. So staying where you don't have to cause any ruckus or create any waves or create any storms. It might feel peaceful, but it's not your ultimate soul's purpose, or it might be preventing you from living your soul's calling. So sometimes you got to make waves to break free, to release the energies that do not serve you or that are stopping you from living your truth, whatever way, shape, or form that is for you. Could be a job, could be just state of being, could be leaving a group, could be entering a community that, it could be anything, however that energy resonates with you. Hey, good morning, Heather. So that is that human mind trying to reconcile. So everything from Losing My Religion book is that human mind, what you're taught, beliefs that you're holding true to be your own or struggling with or have adopted through birth, that you are trying to find that higher insight from the higher mind, which is the God self. The higher mind, the way I describe it is the truth of the heart answering the ego, the limited, but it expands into the higher awareness. So it's stimulated from the ego mind questioning or even intuitively connecting to something not being true. It's not the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It could be part truth, but not the whole truth. And that's what a lot of church teachings are, or even sayings, or what the collective teaches. And it's seeking for that deeper answer. And then you connect to it, to the heart, and then boop, you gain it from that God mind. The God mind has the information, and then it eases the ego mind, soothes it, brings it compassion and understanding, and say, hey, it's okay, I got this, you can do this, it's okay. And then that ego feels better. It's like the little kid self, and it feels better about putting its backpack on and entering the first day of middle school or first day of kindergarten or the first day of high school, and it feels better. All of those fears of, oh, I'm going to get picked on, or I'm going to get lost, or I'm going to get lost in the hallways, or I'm not going to like my teachers, or the work's going to be too hard. So even that kid goes through all of those feelings as it enters that new phase. Same as an adult. Our adult self on our journey enters these new phases where that little kid still will speak up and cry and need that softening, that compassion. So as you guys are being called also to take on this lion energy, the assertion, and you're being called to protect that little kid in whatever way, shape, or form that is. whether it's to soothe them or whether it's really to take them out of unhealthy circumstances. So you're always being that father for that little kid or the mother for that little kid within you, still soothing them on your path. And you will be confronted in areas on your path where that unhealed child does, peek its little head out and say, hey, yeah, but remember when? Or I wasn't taught that. Or you sure it's safe? You sure it's safe to create my own path through the woods? Now they're showing me the example of, you guys know anybody who goes skiing, you've got the easy trail, the green trails, the intermediate and the black diamond, the triple black diamond. But then you get those trails where it's the woods. And when there's enough powder, you can go and create your own trails in the woods skiing. And they're saying that you guys are called to go into the woods. You're called to go into the wilderness. Oh, there's a train. You're called to go in the wilderness and pave and create your own path. That's so cool because that goes like totally along with everything that the message was. All right, so what we got here is a Mother Earth Heart card. And the card that popped out, and this is just bringing our heart. What's our heart saying about all this? Okay, so this is where the human mind is struggling, is answered by the heart. I mean, the mind, the higher God mind, the God insight and the wisdom that we embody, guys. By the way, we're meant to understand things in an intellectual way. If you haven't watched my Ria on the Run from yesterday, happy Sunday. I talk about that a little bit, but I won't get into it right now. And it's that higher mind that got the answer from the heart. So I probably should have done this first. So this is what your heart is saying about whatever it is you're going through or about to go through or questioning. And it's a bunch of pine needles in the shape of a heart that were blown against the curb. And it's all of these little needles all gathered in the shape of a heart. But what stands out too to me is all of these needles that were blown against the curb, the sidewalk. The sidewalk is right here. Wait, can't see here. Right here, that's the curb. That's the pavement of the road. And these are all a bunch of pine needles and stuff that gathered. But what's standing out too is they're also on a piece of sand. They're all, not a piece, a bunch of sand. So to me, it's almost like this looks like a little picture of our higher self. Like there's a faint eye and mouth. And it's almost like holding your higher self, that God part of you, your higher self is holding your heart. It's holding your heart. It's kind of like another image that I have in the cards where the higher self is looking down. So you came for this. It's like this higher part, the spiritual part of you that isn't physical per se, but it's still part of everything, but it's focused on your journey. It's like your higher self in the physical holding you. It has the truth. It has the answers. It isn't contaminated. It's all white. Almost looks like the Marshmallow Man on Ghostbusters. I can see his head and then almost like a little marshmallow, like poof, extending. But that to me represents his connection to God's source energy, the source of all. So it's holding your heart and all of these pieces of pine needles. So it's telling me this is also holding all of those timelines, everything you've ever gathered, not just as Robin or Heather or me gathered in here, but all timelines as well. Every little pine needle is a spark of information. It's a lifeline. It's a connection. It's information. And you're holding all of it within your heart space, and your higher self is supporting you and guiding you as well. One moment. Well, son of a bee, this is beautiful. Appreciation for today wipes away negativity of the past. For all moments are intertwined as one. Forgiveness creates space for new perceptions. Every moment is a new beginning that has the potential to transform all time. So this is wicked powerful. So all moments represented by every time, all those time needles, those pine needles are like a timeline or a moment in this time that you're holding all of that information within your heart. Your higher self, your soul came for this journey, and it encapsulates all time, because only in the now all time exists. It's even talking about the meaning of this, that heart center, that portal within you, all time exists. And what it's saying is, if you can appreciate everything up to now, everything you're going through in the now, actually, is what Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying, no, don't worry about the past. Bring it back to the now. There's that telling me. If you can focus on the now, appreciation of whatever you have now going on, whatever's before you now, and appreciate it, have compassion, self-acceptance, forgiveness, you affect all all of these timelines, all of these pine needles within your heart space, all of the energy that you hold in your heart, which obviously bleeds over to all your physical parts of you. All of that energy is intertwined throughout your whole being. When you can bring appreciation to the now, it helps you to bring appreciation and love to all past events, all past pain, hurts, wrongdoings, past, present, and future. Everything truly is in the now. So they're really wanting us to bring appreciation to the now. That empowers you too as that lion, and gives you courage to move forward and to create and pave that path, to go skiing in the woods and pave your own trail. Holy crap, this is weird. So you know Sonny and Cher, you know that group. What is it? Sonny Bono, that's his name. And now I'm getting all emotional. So I don't know if somebody out there connects to Sonny Bono, but I know I do a lot. I like their old music. And he goes, "Don't worry, you ain't gonna end up like I did." So I guess he died due to a skiing accident with a blow to the head and died. So he's saying, any of you guys feeling that you are paving trails in the woods symbolically with skis, don't worry. He says, "I'll help guide you if you call on me." So he's actually acting as an angel. And it's funny, his name is Sunny as in the sun. So he acts as a spirit guide for some of us and a lot of us to help us traverse through that path that has never been taken in the wilderness, as if you are paving your own ski path, skiing or snowboarding through the woods, where you don't hit a tree and get killed. Like him, so to speak. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. His energy came through really strong. Yeah, I don't know really anything about him other than, that story, and he became mayor somewhere. So that's really weird. So he wants to help us traverse through the wilderness so we don't get knocked out by a tree. That's so cool. All right, beautiful. So it's about bringing your moment to the now, knowing all your moment is in the now. It's not about worrying about the past. And even this is a good message for me. So, I'm not worried about those choices I made in the past, whatever my son or kids or whoever you affected in the past with past decisions, they're being taken care of, and they're on their own soul journey of now as well. And they're being overseen by their higher self. So it's again about trusting. And as a mom or as a parent or as a care provider too for people, you take a lot of responsibility, and it's not your responsibility to care. Very beautiful. All right. So what is all the energy bringing all of these messages together all about? What do we got to gain from it? Conscious spirit. We have this one. So beautiful. All right. What stands out to me is this light. It really stands out, the light in the path. Holy shit, guys. You can't make this up. I am just like blown away by the affirmation. So remember I said you got this, and you got these two paths, and it's about bringing the polarities together, the human mind, the ego based on past experiences, but bringing it together and merging it with the higher mind, God mind, which is that information from the heart and creating your own path. It's almost like even here's a path. It's a tree, dead almost even, but taking that middle, allowing the polarities. To me, it's allowing those polarities or contrasting thoughts that you struggle with as you create your own new path. It's about taking it and extracting the light from that information and extracting the light from that information, and allowing both, everything that you've learned from the past, but transmuting it to a higher understanding, wisdom, knowledge, frequency, vibration. So this path that you were taught, this path that you're thinking, anyways, whatever the two situations are that you're thinking about, or whatever the contrast, or whatever the struggle, or whatever the two things are that are catalyzing this, you're catalyzing going to your center and creating a new path due to your connection to going within and seeking the answers, allowing them to come together and work for you. You're taking the best of that side, the best of this side, and you're creating a path that is for your soul journey, represented by the light. That is your soul journey. That is your soul imprint, your divinity, your light, your divine frequency imprint. I call it divine frequency imprint because divine frequency is who you are, God source energy. I call it an imprint, as in it's the physical path, the physical expression, the physical experience you came to have. So that is amazing. What does it actually even say? And guess, no, swear to God, did not know this is what it said, was going to say. I follow my own unique path with God! Oh my God, with courage and strength. I did not have any idea that this card said that. And from the very beginning, I talked about you have to step into the being that lion, being assertive, gathering the strength, gathering the courage, roaring out your truth when needed, roaring out to protect yourself when needed, energetically or physically, to create your own path. So many of you right now are just saying, yeah, you are, it's not supposed to be comfortable. It's not what you've done before. And it's just giving you the courage to follow and be integritous on your path, on your journey, on your soul's expression. This is so amazing. It blows my mind. Yes, Robin, nailed it. So this gets really exciting to me as well, because it's just constant. When you take action on what you're feeling, you get that affirmation on the outside. And so my readings, or this card even, it's not just affirmation for everything that I spewed, channeled up to now, but also my soul's expression, like these power of threes, or these readings, or my Ria's on the runs, and all of that. It might not take on a normal expression, but it's not supposed to. It's my individual expression. And so it's just saying, yep, you're aligned. You're aligned. You got it. You're aligned. And this is telling you guys that, yep, you got it. You're aligned. You're aligned. Don't worry. And Sunny's popping in again. Sunny Bono saying, hey, don't forget about me. See those trees up here? See those trees? Don't worry. You ain't going to knock yourself out. You're not going to be unconscious. You're not going to hurt yourself. You're saying, don't worry. I'm here to help you traverse, navigate through this little, seemingly what you might feel is a roadblock, but it's not, because look at all the branches and the growth and the life here. So he says, yeah, don't worry, we can make it through this little opening right there. Don't worry, I got your back. Or don't worry, we can make it right around there. Don't worry, you ain't gonna knock yourself out and get killed and hit a tree, or be stumped, or even, they're saying, even embarrassed. It could be something, a fear as big as, oh my God, I'm not going to make it through. Or it could be something as little as, oh, I don't really want to deal with the flack I'm going to get. It could be all or above, or any of them. So that is so awesome. So thank you for joining, Sunny. And then what's really also standing out here are these little dream catchers. They're like little portals. And it's almost like even showing the dream in the portals that we're entering as we allow the contrast to come together. We transmute these energies and enter here. So it's even showing, yeah, you're wide open and creating your own dream portal. And there's two. So the two represents two, bringing together and merging dreams. Even maybe you had a dream here, you like, maybe you had two ideas. Okay, I could either do this would be a dream, like maybe I want to live here, but oh man, it's cold out, like I love Maine. And but then I got another dream, like, but oh, it would be so nice to have some warmth, just maybe 3 or 4 months of the year. I hate late winter, I hate early spring, late winter. So it's about also even unifying, they're saying, unifying opposing dreams that don't seem to be able to meld or merge together. So a lot of you guys might have even opposing dreams or desires, and you want to bring them together to create this new path. You're walking in the innocence of intent. Your message is being unfolded as intended. I know, and I had no idea what I even was going to come on for. Like sometimes I get those ahas, and my Ria's on the runs are sharing the ahas and the insight. This was just being open to whatever came through. I had no idea. I had no anything. I didn't know. And then as soon as I step into this channel mode, giving myself completely over to spirit, rung my bells, and that's when they said, assertion, lion. So thank you for that, Robin. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, Christy Burke. Oh my God. Been listening while emptying the dishwasher and eating Cheerios. Cheerios with Bono. No! Oh, Bono. I don't know. Are you saying Bono or Bono? Because this, holy shit, this has got double, Christy, this has got double meaning, because I love Bono, as in the frontman, lead singer for U2, but then we got Sonny Bono. So both of them energies are like kind of working with me. So Bono from U2, I connect to hugely, as anybody who knows me. And I even like gave credits in my book, and even like the breaking down the walls to release what's inside is a line out of Where the Streets Have No Name, but it's more about I want I want to break down the walls, tear down the walls to hold what's inside. So I tweaked it a little bit, but it means the same thing. So, oh my God. So we got Bono and Bono. It's so cool. Even though Bono, I mean, he's living, but we can still connect with the higher self. The higher self is everywhere all at once. So I know that his higher self is always communicating with my higher self. And then here we got Sonny Bono, the sun, literally. And that's a whole play on the whole sun within. Oh my God. So yeah. Sonny Bono. Yeah. It is so funny, Christy. I didn't see you on the live, but in me, I felt your energy. Something said in my back of my mind, boy, Christy would really like this. Really like this live. I literally was thinking of you as I was channeling some of this, but that makes sense because you know how I always say, you guys are the ones creating my messages. You guys, through your focused awareness, is reflecting the channel that is appropriate collectively for all of us. So you had a huge part in this, even though you didn't show your face earlier. And obviously Heather and Robin and Donnie and Lori also as well. And you guys even watching later, you might think, well, I wasn't there, but holy shit, I connect to that because in reality, there is no time or space for our who we are energetically. We're connected everywhere as we create this physical sensation of now. Oh my God, you guys are so amazing. You guys are all master light blasters and you are strengthened through the darkness. The darkness actually activates your light and then you spark and open up all of these informations, not just for yourself, but for others as well. And that's what you guys did. You guys created it. So good job. Your own path, it's number 21, your own path. So 2 + 1 = a 3. Even the 2 represents bringing and merging together these opposing thoughts. And then that 1 equals your own being a leader, taking your own path. So it's about you merging and allowing opposing forces within you to merge together to create that one path, that lone wolf, that lion, even though a wolf will go off more on his own than a lion per se, but you get the point. It's about taking and expressing your own individual path through your own talents, abilities, interests, excitement, passion. And how do we get to this? It's all available through connecting to the now. All right, man, that was just too awesome for me to take. And then the 2 + 1 = expression, expressing your individuality through the uniting of your contrasts and polarities. And as a human being, we're physical yin yangs in motion. So it's about life giving us all of those experiences, all of those contrasts, all of those ideas that we adopt and want to step into, and even all of those ideas that we struggle with. And it's the struggle that creates a catalyst, like 2 sticks rubbing together to spark. Here it is here, 2 sticks, guys, 2 trees rubbing together to create this spark, this new information and insight to be, and that is what an activation is. And that is what the expansion of life is, taking the 2 sticks rubbing together to create more light, to create a new idea, a new thought. And we call it also the third language. Like all of my Mother Earth heart cards, there's one card, I don't have a booklet with them, but there's one card that expresses it, and it's about the third language, and that is the language of love. And the language of love is the language of your heart. And you came here to express it through your physical being, that language of love that is individual and unique to you. Beautiful. I couldn't set up better myself. All right. My body is stiff as son of a bee. All right. So thank you guys. So Donnie says it's having financial crisis. When this time ends, when am I seeing my good time? You got to find the goodness in the now, Donnie. And I understand we all have times of struggles, heartache, depression, not knowing where to go or how we're going to be provided for. So for you, Donnie, a huge part of your soul journey is really, really stepping in and anchoring into your now and finding the goodness in the now. And as you find the goodness in the now, just like this card pertains to your question. Finding the goodness in the now, it says everything is available in the now, the past, and the future. How exactly does it say it? Every moment is a new beginning that has the potential to transform all time. So as you find appreciation in the now, Donnie, what do you got to be grateful of now? That gratefulness, that appreciation is an energy. It's a fuel that will carry you over and provide for your future. and it takes care of the past hurts and pains and letdowns. So when you can find appreciation and forgiveness and compassion and self-acceptance for where you are in this moment of now, that is the fuel that will provide, that is the magic power that will provide in every future moment of now. So for you, it's about, what do you get to be thankful for now? Holy crap, you obviously have technology or you wouldn't be on this live. Thank you, Father. Thank you for having this technology, this information, this soul tribe, this group to support me and help me energetically, because everything starts from a thought. Everything starts energetically first. And then that's what creates and reflects that in our 3D world. So that's what Spirit is saying for you. All right. My hands were wet when I first started listening, so I didn't say hello. I know, isn't that a bee? When you cannot operate, not with the tiniest bit of moisture. Like I'll be doing a lot, I'll be running and wanting to do a live, or I get wet. I can't hit anything on my buttons, and even the moisture from the air. And it's like a mess. I know. It makes me feel all sparked up. You guys sparked me. You sparked me all up. And even the full moon portal's being represented by that. And now it just, the full moon portal is a portal to enter you. And it means just dissipating the illusions, transcending any illusions, bringing them to the light and allowing everything to work for you, not against you. All right, because if everything truly is all of God and God created all, which is love and light, then everything is created. But it's up to us to use our free will and to allow it, to be assertive. And we came here to be actionful and to have movement, because we're physical. The physical being's meant to move, to experience the senses. We have them for a reason. We're here to have the central experience of our spiritual self. All right, awesome. So if you guys share it out and want a quickie, I will pull you a quick conscious spirit. And I set my PayPal up if you want a personal little power of 3 that I just did. Yes, full moon. I got moon orb last night, pics last night. All right, so if you shared out, let me know if you guys want a quick full moon message. And if you do a donation, I will give you a power of 3 full moon message. All right. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you guys truly, truly for shining your light, because you guys are all pure gods, goddesses, God source energy. And where you shine your focus, you're shining literally. Whoops. This was in there. Oh, goodness. All right. This is so weird. So the booklet was with the cards, Laurie, but this page was opened up as I was shuffling. So I'm gonna believe that that is your message. And that is so funny. Haha, Spirit said, haha, the way they operate. So it's a card too. It's number 44. All right. So this is your message. Integration. And is that also not a domino on this whole message? It's just an extension. Integration. This is for you, Laurie. Number 44. So that is building blocks, creating, allowing all of these experiences that you've ever had that you hold energetically to help you in this moment of now. 44 is a master number, but 4s are also building blocks, taking information. So you have built upon all of these experiences in your life to create from a new foundation. 44, it's almost like each 4 has a set of 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8. And you can think of them as posts of the foundation. So each two in the number 4, there's 44, but there's 4 2s in that, in a sense. So you have created the posts for the platform. What are they called? The end posts, the support posts, the cornerstones. Okay, cornerstones, corner posts, cornerstones. You have allowed your past, and you have all of the cornerstones, which is the 44, in place to create building upon that. So creating upon that master energy of the unification of opposing energies. You're not a Gemini too, are you, by chance, or have a lot of Gemini in you? Because they're the opposing, the twins coming together to create a strong foundation. So it's all about, again, the same thing, the integration of opposing forces coming together. So it's like you've got like multiple of that with the 44. You've allowed so many contrasts to support you in your path. You're like a master light blaster on steroids, okay? With the 44, the double fours. All right, so let's see what it says. Integration. All right, Cancer, 722. Well, there's the 22 there also, the mastery, and I just said the 4 twos. And the 7 represents that divinity. Cancers are emotional, heart center, going to your heart, and you're going to be highly affected by the moon. The moon rules Cancer. Holy crap. So 7 really, really strong foundations in building, and tons. They're saying you have tons of integrity, authenticity, because you have gone within. The 7 represents the number of divine to allow that connection, allowing yourself to go within for the answers, even like hermit, the hermit card, going within, finding your own light and building upon that, which does take courage, assertion, strength of the lion. Wow. Okay, I combine body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity in a new dimension. So that is also relating to the power of 3. That's what the power of 3 is. It's about the integration and allowing the spiritual to merge and marry with the physical and to create this new pathway, this new path. This card is asking you to be aware of the part of you, the part you play in the greater picture. Every aspect of life. They're saying, whoa, 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 stop right there. She's a cornerstone in this new earth, in this golden time. You're a master light blaster on steroids, basically, Lori. Okay, you are a cornerstone. You are a huge component, a structure, a foundation, a support. Okay, yeah, you are a support in building this new heaven on earth, if you want to call it the new earth, the 1,000 years of the golden age, all of that, whatever you want to call it. And to me, what it is basically is the physical being embodying and being allowed to the fullest to live with the expression of their spiritual part of them merged, living straight from the heart, living authentically, just living what's in their heart in the physical. To me, that's what it would be for me. All right, every aspect of life is connected. Nothing is separate. Only by combining all of the forces of nature and spirit can you reach your full potential. The universe is emerging into a new phase. Again, I have no idea what's in these books and cards. New age. There you are. You're a foundation in building this new age. You are a support. This new phase, new age, new phase, new frequency, shift. It's all about the shift. You cannot avoid this, but you do have a choice whether you embrace the changes or resist them. Resisting will perpetuate fear-based emotions, whereas embracing the change will release you from these fears. You must take responsibility for your own life, like with a lion's energy, by merging body, mind, and soul, and also integrating all true wisdom you have gained in your life. You will be able to find total acceptance, understanding, and love of life. Leave the darker past behind and step into a brighter future. I can't even believe how you just piggyback from that whole main message. Remember the light, creating that new light, allowing everything and gaining that light and all of the contrast, all of the past as you step forward in this new shift, this new phase. By accepting and bringing gratitude and stepping into your power, you heal the past as well. So it's all about the now. Wow, very beautiful. Oh, whoops, sorry. So for you, yeah, it's about not dwelling anymore in the dark and the past and what wasn't before and well, this is the way it was before. Well, you're a different person. You're a higher frequency. You've done a lot of clearing and healing. So of course the future nows are not going to be the same. You're not going to repeat them unless you choose to repeat them. Awesome. You're powerful. Powerful, powerful. All right. Anybody else or am I done? Is my work done? Is my expression done for this morning? Carissa, hey, thank you for joining, Carissa. Shoo. All right, what's up for Carissa? Two popped out, so of course I have to read them. All right. So this is a fear that you are transmuting, Carissa. So everything piggybacks in spirit, like all of us are connected through love and light, the sun within us, our energy, our heart space. And so messages will bleed in but I don't like the word bleed per se, but shine through and connect to us in ways that they need to. So for you, I think the fear that you are reconciling is the root chakra, which holds fears, which hurt, which um where you feel fear in a raw way, just simple things like being provided for, safety, security in the physical. So you are healing, transmuting past fears of where you didn't feel safe, or you didn't feel protected, or even supported by family or friends or those that are close to you. So through the transmuting of those fears, you're actually taking the flip side, and so, whatever our greatest fear is, the flip side of the coin is also where our greatest power lies. So, you're coming into an area where you find that true safety, comfort, peace, security from connecting to your heart space, to your moment of now. And you're learning to trust in that and have confidence in that. And that's what's actually changing you, transmuting those fears to bring you the change, which is five, that you need. So you're going through a huge change, transformation. The root chakra representing that safety, connectedness to the tribe, whether it be on this timeline or other timelines, you're holding that energy. So you are healing that energy, and that's creating the change for you. Self forgiveness, forgiveness of others. It says, I have everything I need to survive and grow on the physical plane. So this is just telling you going within, connecting to that divinity within you, and knowing that you really, really do have everything you need to survive, and not only survive, but flourish and be abundant. That is the energies that you are transforming right now. That's bringing you change. And then we have son of a bee, can't make this up. So you might have been afraid to embrace change in the past. Now you've gone in, done some inner work, connectingness, clearing to your divinity, to your heart, to your spirit. And now it says here, I embrace change. So now you've embraced it. 31, 4. So that also is a 4, representing what you're building upon now, and how you're operating in this moment of now is you're embracing change. You know you need change. Change is your future. Change is what you've come to do. You've come to change the future by transmuting that past, which you can only do in the now. You can't change the past from the past because you've already been there. So you change the past from the now, and then you embrace any change and create change in your future by everything that you're embracing now and forgiving and accepting and working through. So I move easily and confidently through the changes of my life. So the root chakra in the past, that feeling of safety and being secure in your physical world, the physical support system, has been maybe a challenge in the quote unquote past, but that's what you've come to transform through connecting to your light. And now you're going to move fluidly and openly, and go up the stairs and gain more knowledge and insight, and allowing the changes of life to bring you and help you through your ascension, your raise in frequency, to enter this new portal. It's a full moon. Well, there you go. Boom, right through the portal into freedom. There's birds flying on the other side of these stairs. They're free, they're communicating, and they're living in the freedom of their divinity. We get the portal here, we get the portal here. Ironically, or coincidentally or synchronistically, we have that full moon energy still. And it's about that opening up, dissipating the illusions, overcoming fear. That's what the full moon is too. It'll expose fears and nooks and crannies that we are transmuting, transforming as you create. And now you move into this change, into this shift that you have taken through yourself by going within, by surrendering, by trusting, and giving yourself a hug. You are your support. You are your comfort. You are just hug yourself, and you can just feel the God in your physicality when you do that. You are the God. You are the answer you are looking for. Beautiful. Hey Tamra, 5 is my life number. That is amazing. Well, you're right on track, Carissa. That's affirmation. Not that we can ever not be where we're supposed to be, because even when we're not where we think we're supposed to be, and even if it's just to get us back to where we're supposed to be, we still needed that as well. But what I'm feeling for you, Carissa, is you are in total alignment. You're not deviating. You can take the little deviations, they're fun, they're part of it, but I feel like you're in the quickest point from A to B is a straight line. You are in the straight line of alignment, is what Spirit just said. All right, anybody else? You're welcome, Lori. Thank you for being here. You're the one that created these messages. Carissa, you created your own message. We're just reflecting our own energies. Okay, did Lori. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for creating this now or later. Anybody watching now or later, don't think that because if you weren't on the live, you didn't create that because love and light no time or space. Just like when you happen upon a message or a book that was written 100 years ago, there's a message there because that's what you needed in the now, and it is just as relevant then as it would be now. So awesome. And it's funny because you created that for yourself by being connected to that message when that book even was written. Oh my God. I can't go too deep into this. It just blows me away. All right, guys. Thank you so much. May you all shine with the entirety, not just a tiny little drop, but the entirety of all the love and light that you are.